This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Let's go!
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. From the 16, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
5-8, 5-8. 21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
47 mark, 47. Check.
To try again after the sack. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Here's Murray from midfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Kill.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
53.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Peterson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's get it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Echo, echo.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Cardinals first down. Set, cut, six. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Johnson. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Breeze now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Move. Even. 4 down. Hey, orbit. Here we go.
Now, Breeze again. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and very short, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Play action. Now it's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. There's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 11. Go.
On play action, it's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Corey Peters. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
Single. Kill. Mike's 43.
Watch the run.
Protein spill. 43.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Right there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first down carry here for Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Thomas the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Cards, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.